Hello YouTube. Well, today I'm at Mount Gilead, North Carolina at the Town Creek Indian Mound, and we're going to go in and learn a little bit about the native history in this area. Let's go in. So originally this mound was a weird little hill in a cotton field, and in 1936 some archaeologists expressed some interest in it, and the landowner donated an acre of land around it to the state of North Carolina. And in 37 they decided to do, or they started doing an archaeological dig. And what they discovered made it so that the state actually bought 50 additional acres around it. So now we're going to go in and check out the village. What they did is they had a wall, and it's made of posts with sticks woven in and then mud on it, so wattle and daub, and it was a way to protect them from enemies. And this is, they call this the North Tower. This is all constructed where in the actual places. And it's made in such a way that only one person could come through at a time. So that would keep make it hard for an enemy to attack. And then takes us right inside. And so we're going to explore. There's 3 buildings around here, and there's the mound that this is named after. Okay, let's head over to this round building here. As you can see, this is made the same way, the wattle and daub. There's a illustration, I'll get a better picture. And then the roof is bundles of grasses, basically thatched roof. And you'll notice I'm a little taller than they would have been. But this is how it'll be done: post sunk in the ground, sticks, then clay put over it. This is what the underside of the roof looks like. So it would have been layers of cane, and then the grasses on top. This is the Mortuary Hut. That's what they're calling it. There probably were about 10 of them around the village, and maybe one for each clan. And when someone died, in this case, this is depicting an infant. You can see the uncle over here with the baby, and the ceramic pot that they would bury the child in. The mother having beads to put with the baby, and they are actual still remains underneath here. They left them in place, and from what they tell me, you used to be able to look down into one, but that was way back, 30 years ago. They decided that was not a good idea. So anyway, let's get out and check out some more. When an infant died, they were buried in these large pottery urns, and they, in many cases, had more jewelry on them than on the adults. Now, they did extensive archaeological dig on this mound, actually cut into it very carefully, and were able to discover that at the very bottom of this was a large lodge that collapsed. And so the people buried that lodge and built the mound over the top of it, and made a nice big rectangular or square mound and built a ceremonial hut, structure, lodge, whatever, on top. And same type of construction. And very low entrance. As you can see, hopefully, they got depictions on the walls of the various clans: the deer clan, beaver, bear, and wolf. And they've got, there's an opening left in the top for the smoke from the fires. And this is where they would have had major ceremonies of the year. And I'm going to step back outside. Well, from up here you sort of get a nice overview of the village. Now this stockade is on the site of the smallest one, and they told me that there was 8 other stockades. And a matter of fact, when they built the visitor center out there, they did an excavation there to check before they built it, and found the outermost stockade there. So this village got to be quite large. And it was only in existence for about 200 years. I think it was from around either 1000 or 1100, the current epoch, to 12 or 1300. Quite similar to a lot of other places. See, there's the South Guard Tower over there, and we're going to go check out this building. But the pole in the center is a ceremonial pole, and there were out through this area, there are burial sites. There's remnants of open top buildings, and what they did have a big major ceremony was held out here in this plaza. They called it a busk. It was done when the corn was starting to ripen up in the summer, midsummer. And all the fires were put out, new ones were kindled, all disputes were settled, and they would have feasts. The people would cleanse, they would sweep out the plaza, sweep out their homes, throw away any broken pottery, any worn personal items, and they would drink what they call the black tea, or black drink, which was a tea made from a specific root that basically caused violent vomiting to cleanse the body of anything. So, and then they would have big feasts and ceremonies, and culminating in the end, the young men playing a ball game that, looking at the sticks with the nets on the end, it looked like it was probably similar to lacrosse, the type of ball game that was played pretty widely through the pre-European history of the area. So this is the East Lodge, and you can get an idea, a real good idea of how the construction of the wattle and daub posts do this. They could put up grass, push the mud onto that, or put it right onto the sticks. The overhang, of course, would protect the mud from rains and so on. And this is where they're just showing how they did that from the inside before the, as you can see, just pushing the mud in, and it's only on the outside wall, not the inside wall. So this is quite similar to that other site that I'd been to. I think it was in the Dakotas, where they had the pit houses, and where they built it with a stockade, which was somewhat unusual, and they built it on the edge of a steep embankment like this, which would make it a lot harder for your enemies to get up here. And this is not nearly as tall as that one, but with this river, it also gave them ways to move around, go off, trade with other people. This was a ceremonial center of the PD tribe. It was the other villages scattered around, but this was like the main ceremonial area. Well, I think that's going to conclude my visit here to the Town Creek Indian Mound. It is free admission, and there is a nice video that'll give you a lot of the information. Well worth the trip. Very interesting place. So I'm going to get back on the road and see what else I can find. See you later, YouTube. Well, I'm taking a little bit of a break in my travels north this spring to let spring catch up to me. I'm not actually sure what this is that's blooming behind me, but it smells delicious. And I wanted to take this moment here in the hills of North Carolina to say thank you for subscribing. Over 3,800 of you have done so, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you've been enjoying the videos, and if you'd like to help me out, I have started a Patreon account. For as little as $1 a month, you could help me cover some of the costs of admissions to the various places, you know, buy me a little bit of fuel, or buy my cat a cat toy. Anyway, there is a link below to the Patreon account, and if you don't want to donate, that is fine too. The videos are still going to be free. Nothing's going to change. But I thank you for watching, and I'll see you down the road.